Hello everybody, ProtoFoxy here coming back at you with another video. Going to be doing another cracking packs, but this is not so much cracking packs, but more a multiple little box opening here. What we have in front of us here are the 2021 Challenger decks that just released a couple of weeks ago. Got my copies in, and normally I buy them every year. Not so much because I'm super into standard, because I'm not. As a matter of fact, I don't play standard at all. It is nice to go to an F&M and show up and have something to play out of the box if nobody's playing the formats I prefer to play. And that's kind of why I picked these up. I mean, each deck costs between 20 and 30 bucks. The whole set I got together was just under 90, so you do the math, it figures just over $20 a deck. I feel like it's pretty good value. But the reason why I end up buying these, besides that too, is a lot of times these decks, or cards in these decks, the majority of these decks, end up making their way into Pioneer, and they're pretty easy to port over to Pioneer as far as these decks go. And one of them actually puts up some numbers here and there in the Pioneer format, and I'm actually going to convert into the Pioneer version of the deck, and we'll get into that as I open them up. But we're going to go ahead and get started and rip into these and see what we got inside. We'll start here with the mono green stomping. You'll notice the outer packaging is a little rough. It's the way it came in the mail, unfortunately, but is what it is. So we'll open it up. Mono green, always fun for all you big stompy type deck players, and that's what this is here for. So nice little deck box here we got. Mono green, got Challenger kind of working its way around there. Nice Magic logo up top, and we open her up, and what do we got inside? We've got our we got a full art card. That's interesting. I didn't know they were going to start coming up with full art cards. That's nice. A little mirrored black back there. Full art card of Gem Razor. And we got cardboard. That goes away. And let's go ahead and start. Now with these, the way these work is you get a 60 card main board. If you don't know what Challenger decks are, if you're tuning in and don't understand what they are, 60 card main board, 15 card sideboard, based on meta decks in the standard format. And we'll get started. We'll take a look. We got a couple of Turn Timbers Symbiosis, and we aren't going to go over the cards really. We'll just kind of just shuffle through and see what we got. Kazandu Mammoth, got 3 of those. Garrick Unleashed, nice. Got a couple of Stone Coil Serpents, and I think that's how was that, like a $5 rare or something like that, and that's nice. I actually needed a couple more of these anyway for Modern. I think I'm going to try and maybe run it in a Tron build. Swarm Shambler, we got 3 of those. Scooze, nice. Scavenging Ooze, always a nice reliable green rare. Got a couple of those. Believe I already have, this would probably make my second play set of them now. Wildborn Preserver, Yorvo, Lord of Garenberg. That's pretty nice. Could end up in a commander deck somewhere. I got a couple of those. Lovestruck Beast, and these came in the, I believe it was the black-green adventure deck for last year's Challenger deck, and you got a playset of those, so now that's my second playset. Gem Razor, got a couple of those. Nice card. Again, probably end up in some commander decks I play in. Primal Might, got 3 of those, and now I believe we're just going into the mana base. Whole bunch of forests, nothing special there. Forest. Oh, got more cards. All right, so what do we got here? Wildwood Tracker. Oh, interesting. That seems like an interesting common. Surfarin the Hengehammer. Hengehammer, I speak goodly. A couple of those. Thrashing Brontodon. You know, I intend on maybe making and that's a 3 of there. Ran through, that's a good common. See some playing Pauper. Like having extra ones of those. And Snakeskin Veil. That is the main board of Mono Green Stompy. Let's take a look at the sideboard here. Nice little 15 cards we got opening up. Open that bad boy up. Packaging thrown away or recycled. We got Kalani Ambush. Got a couple of those. Chainweb Arachneer. A couple of those. Return to Nature. That's always a nice common. More Snakeskin Veils. More Thrashing Baronodon. Okame Adversary. Got 3 of those. Run Afoul. More Chainweb. And then we've got tokens. So there we go. That is... Let's get our Gem Razor art card. That is Mono Green Stompy, the Mono Green Stompy Challenger deck. Let's go in next to a deck that is pretty well positioned in the meta, I guess, for Standard. Mono Red Aggro. It's always a good choice, always a good start there. Open her up. Let's see what we got here. We got more packaging. Yay. Get rid of that. Oh, full art card. Oh, I forget what his name is, but that's pretty neat. And I'm not into these full art cards at all, actually, but that's definitely neat. Go ahead and start with the main board here. Open her up. Opening up a Challenger deck. So much fun. Yay, yay, yay. And again, like I said, for those who are looking to get into the Standard format on a super... Ooh, Shatter Skull Smashing. This is actually a pretty good mythic, I think. I'm not sure financially, but I think it sees some decent amount of play. Nice 3 of. But these are definitely nice to have. Ember Cleave. Nice. Always need those. Fervent Champions. These are always nice to have, just to kind of pull out of the box and get some games in at your LGS. Bone Crusher Giant. Always nice to have. At your local game store, Torben. Nice 3 of there. At your LGS here, I'm trailing off. Always nice to have at your LGS, you know, just in case, again, they aren't playing your formats at all. And so you can jump into a couple of games of Standard on a budget. 20 to 30 bucks is your price of entry, and that is definitely not bad. Occam Hellhound. Some people are trying to make that work in Pauper and a Landfall deck. Not really seeing much of it, but hell, now that I have them, give them a try. But it's always nice to have. I think there's Annex, that's his name. Annex Hardened in the Forge. There we go. Nice devotion creature, isn't it? Yep. Shocks, classic shock there. Definitely not Lightning Bolt. They will never reprint Lightning Bolt in the Standard set. Royal Eruption. And that is the main board for Mono Red Aggro. This seems to be pretty solid. But anyway, like I was saying, for the price of entry, you know, $20 to $30 to get some games in at your local game store, definitely not bad. You know, considering that a lot of these decks, when you start pricing them out, the value of them tends to get really, really expensive. You can spend upwards of like $300 on a Standard deck. And why would you want to do that if it's going to rotate out in, you know, a year or so? I mean, if you enjoy... Ooh, Soul Guide Lantern. That's pretty good. If you enjoy Standard, I do apologize. I mean, it's just not my thing. You know, I just not a fan of Standard, but I do pick these up just in case to... and some nice Satyr tokens there. Just in case I get into a shop where I can't play Pauper, Modern, or Pioneer. So that was Mono Red Aggro. Nice looking deck there. Always a solid choice. We're going to tear into Azarius Control. Always fun opening up new stuff. Always fun opening up new decks. And again, these, you know, deck boxes, not too special, you know, cardboard. But it is nice that these deck boxes here can accommodate your main deck and sideboard completely sleeved. Let's get rid of the cardboard. Nice full art card there of a Dream Trawler. So keep that there. Is you know, here I'm trying to open stuff up. We're gonna open it off camera. Duh. Where is my little nubbin? Okay, well, where is my little nubbin? I don't understand. Give me 1 second here. And we're back. Just had to cut the top a little bit with a razor blade. And I had to also let my dog out because she was whining. And, of course, we don't want a doggo whining in the video having to go outside. So we're going to open up this. Come on, this one's tough to open. Does not want to be opened, apparently. There we go. There's the pull cord there for the plastic. Trash, trash. What do we got here? Maria's Call. Into Maria, Shattered Skyclave. Interesting mythic there, or one of there. Skyclave Cleric, Dream Trawler. I like this card. I actually play it in one of my commander decks. A nice couple there. Always nice to have. So look, Shatter the Sky. That's actually a pretty good card. Doomscar. I like this card a lot. And definitely glad I got another one. Shark Typhoon. That's another fairly decent card. Financially, actually. You know, a little bit of money in this one here. It looks like Elspeth Conquers Death. Interesting. There we go. Elspeth. Okay, and now here's one of the big complaints now as far as mana bases go in these Challenger decks. And always something that's griped about in pre-con decks in general. You get a lot of mediocre mana bases. And here we're seeing, you know, we got Temples, Scrylands. They're not terrible. Definitely not ideal. But you got 4 of those. And then, of course, you got your basics. Basics. And then we get life gain lands. The dreaded life gain lands. While they're used in Pauper, that's pretty much it. You know, you only use them when you have to. Definitely something could have went in this slot over that. So we got the mana base, and we got more of the main board. Neutralize. That's actually pretty decent. Saw it coming. Nice. Negate, always a good card. Thirst for Meaning. Behold the Multiverse. I actually play this in my Mono Blue Delver Pauper deck, and actually really good card. Birth of Meletis. Omen of the Sea, that's another good common there. Nice. Banishing Light, always a good card. Glass Casket, always something nice for for exiling removal. So that is the main deck of Azorius Control. And now we will go into the sideboard. Talk goodly today, do I? Yes, do. And Focus. Skyclave Apparition, nice rare. A couple of those. Confounding Conundrum. A few of those. More Archon. Mystical Dispute, that's a good card. Good uncommon. Essence Scatter. Nice targeted counters for creatures. More Glass Caskets. More Banishing Lights. And we've got more tokens. Alright, that was Azorius Control. The Azorius Control Challenger deck. And the last one, and the one I was actually really looking forward to getting, was the Demure Rogues deck. Now, I don't follow Standard, so I don't know how well this is performing in Standard. But I'm actually taking this deck, and I've already got the cards. I already had the majority of the cards to begin with, to turn this into the Pioneer build of the deck. So I'm going to be playing Pioneer Rogues. But there's a lot of value in this particular deck here, which is really nice. More card. Oh no! My little divider card, the Full Art Rankle. So he goes there. We'll start with the main board. Hopefully I get find my little pole dealy here. Or am I going to have to stop to razor cut this one too? Hang on a second. Ah, there it is. And sometimes these are so hard to get. These little, as you see my hand, and cut from work. I'm doing this after work as we're doing this video. Oh my goodness, come on. You're fighting me here. Why you gotta fight me this morning? There we go. There we go. My goodness. Struggling with opening here. Alright, so let's see what we got here. Black Bloom Rogue. 2 of. Malakir Rebirth. There's our Rankle, Master of Pranks. Nice mythic. Thieves Guild Enforcer. Vantress Gargoyle. Nighthawk Scavenger. And it was funny about this card because a lot of people were specking on this card to do something huge. And I actually pre-ordered a playset on the thought that I actually like the card in general and intended on playing it, and yeah, I still do in different commander decks. But everybody was expecting this to go sky high, and it really did not much. But I do like the card. Nice little throwback to Vampire Nighthawk with some extra stuff. You got 3 of there. Zareth San, the Trickster. Nice. Got a 3 of there, and then we're going into the mana base, and here we go again with Temples. Scrylands, not terrible, not great. 4 of there, and I've already got a full playset of this from the original Theros, so nice to have more basics, blah, blah, blah. Basic lands, basic Dismal Backwater, more life gain lands. And we've got Merfolk Windrobber. Nice little 1-drop there. Soaring Thought Thief. Nice 4 of. Drowning a Lock. This is a really good uncommon. Actually, a fairly expensive uncommon right now, too. This is a really good card. We got Blood Chief Circe. Now, my buddy and I, who play Magic together all the time, play test decks against each other, go to our shop together. My guy's been my best friend for over a decade. He and I actually had, I don't want to say an argument, but maybe more a heated discussion about this card. I do not like this card. It's okay, but a 1 black mana uncommon at sorcery speed to basically do what Fatal Push does better, as far as at the 1 mana slot. And then when you pay the kicker, you're paying 4 mana to basically get a Hero's Downfall, which again happens at sorcery speed. I mean, I guess in Standard it would be good. Pioneer, I was surprised, but then again, I think I was getting bad draws in the game. I had this played against me, and I'm just going to complain about it. I'm not a fan of this card, but it has its place. Eliminate, nice little 2 mana, destroy anything for 3 or less. A Heartless Act. Now this is a removal card that I'm actually all about. I like this card. I like the fact that you get the option to either destroy it, just flat out destroy a target creature if it doesn't have a counter on it, and then you can remove counters from creatures. This I actually dig. That's a good card. So that's the main board of Dimir Rogues. Let's get into the sideboard, and we'll take a look at the tokens. Come on. Oh, now that one opened up a little easier. Alrighty, let's focus. More negates. Always can use negate. That's always good. Into the Story. Now this is a pretty decent uncommon here. So into the Story. When you get that to trigger, drawing 4 cards for 3 mana, or 4 mana, drawing 4 cards for 4 mana. That's pretty good. At instant speed, no less. Nice. Pestilent Haze. Ooh, that's nice. I like that. Agonizing Remorse. It's decent uncommon. Cling to Dust. That's another really good uncommon. Got some really good cards. Classic Duress. If we can't have Thoughtseize in these Challenger decks, we're going to get Duress, right? More Blood Chief's Thirst. More Duress. And we've got our Fairy tokens, which is really nice there. Very cool. And that is that. That is Dimir Rogues in the Challenger decks, Standard. But this one here, like I said, that's going to become the Pioneer version. I've already got the cards for it. I've had the cards, so that's nice. But that is that. We have our set of 4 Challenger decks. Yeah, I mean, the value's there. Good stuff. I mean, if you're into Standard, real nice way to get into your FNM, to get some games straight out of the box. Really inexpensive to upgrade. I think it's definitely worth it. And then, of course, like after these cards rotate out, you can definitely take them, and they have a home in Pioneer. Like I said, I'm already turning this one into the Pioneer version. Everything else, they'll find homes. Definitely cards will definitely have a place here in the collection. And I'm going to definitely go through and use them and play them. Well, that is that. If you liked the video, please like. If you did like it, maybe shoot a subscribe my way. I'd greatly appreciate it. And remember, folks, wash your hands, wear your masks, be kind to your fellow human being, and I will see you in the next video. Oh, and don't forget this sweet Pauper Guild playmat. Link in the description below for your sweet, sweet Pauper Guild swag.